Good morning students. Welcome in this class. This video is for class 8 subject social science as we are studying about Civics chapter 5 Judiciary. It is the third lecture of this chapter. Actually in today's lecture the chapter will be summarized. Means we will recapitulate all the topics about that which have already discussed in our previous lectures. So in today's lecture the topics to be discussed or recalled are: first one, meaning of judiciary; second, role of judiciary; third one, judiciary is an independent organ; structure of courts; different branches of legal system; does everyone have access to court? And in last that we will have a discussion on the homework solution of our previous lecture number 2. So let's start today's discussion. Yes friends, judiciary. As we have studied that there are 3 types of organ of our Indian government. These are: first one legislature, second judiciary, and third one executive. So that first one legislature, it is the law-making body, and executive which implements the law made by legislature, and judiciary is an organ of the government, okay, which resolves all the disputes. Means that you can say that it is a mechanism of a court system. So understood? So what do you mean by judiciary? Judiciary is an independent organ or mechanism of court which resolve disputes. Understood about it? Yes. Now our next topic is role or function of judiciary. Yes friends, as we have studied that there are 3 main types of function of judiciary, in which first, dispute resolution. So what do you mean by dispute resolution? The judicial system provides a mechanism for resolving dispute between citizens and the government, between 2 state governments, and between the center and the state government. This is the main function of judiciary, resolution of dispute. Okay, means the judicial system provides a mechanism, means it that provides a system which resolves all the disputes. Okay, whether the dispute between citizens or between citizens and the government, and between 2 state governments related to the river water or any land dispute, and between the center and state government. This is the first main function of judiciary. Second function of judiciary is judicial review. Judicial has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the constitution. This is called judicial review. What does it mean? Already I have told in our previous lecture that judicial review means our judiciary system has the power to strike down, to reject a particular law which are passed by the parliament if it believes that these laws are a violation or are a violations of the basic structure, or you can say the fundamental rights of the citizens. So in that situation, judicial has the power to reject that law. Okay, so this system is known as judicial review. Now about the third function, yes, that is upholding the laws and enforcing fundamental rights. Every citizen of India can approach to the Supreme Court or the High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. Okay, so means the third main function of the judiciary is upholding the laws and enforcing fundamental rights. Okay, means according to our Indian constitution that all people are equal in front of law and all have right to go in the court, okay, for justice if they think that or if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. Means if they are not getting their fundamental rights, so for that they can take help from the court. So these are 3 main functions of judiciary. Now our next topic is judiciary independent. Yes, judiciary is an independent organ. How? Like first, other branches of the government which other branches? Legislature and the executive can't interfere in the work of judiciary. So in this way we can say that judiciary is an independent. The courts are not under the government and do not act on their behalf. Understood? So independence of the judiciary allows the court to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and the executive. Okay, so means to protect, or you can say to prevent the misuse of the power by the that member of legislature or executive, our constitution have adopted the strategy of separation of power. Okay, means in which that the power and the work are distributed, okay, among all three you can say organs. Legislature, already we have discussed that the main function of legislature, law making law, and executive implements these laws. Okay, and judiciary, that you can say uphold these laws. So in this way that the separation of power or functions, okay, are given to all these three organs or of the our Indian government. This is there. So in which we can say that the two organs can't interfere and judiciary does not work under the government on their behalf. So in this way we can say that judiciary is an independent organ. Independence of the judiciary also plays an important role in protecting the fundamental rights of the citizens. About this point already we have discussed. Okay, now our third topic is there, that is court structure in India. Yes friends, as we know that there are mainly three types of court. Okay, and these three levels of court are first district court, second high courts, and third one Supreme Court. Okay, and this court structure is represented, you can say, on a triangle. Okay, on pyramid, in which that means district courts come at the lower level, means which comes on the lower level and are more in numbers. High court, that is on the central level. Okay, and that there is a provision of each high court, okay, for every district, every state, sorry, in our country. Okay, but I told that Punjab and Haryana have common high court, and in the northeastern states also these four have the common high court in Guwahati. So that's why total at present there are 25 high courts are there. Supreme Court is at the apex level. Okay, so this is our court structure. Next our topic is their features of court system. Yes friends, first is integrated system. What does it mean? The different levels of court in India are connected to each other. Okay, how they are connected to each other? Like I told you that the decision of the higher court are binding on its lower court. Okay, and the judiciary system is integrated in our country. It means that the decision made by the higher court bind the lower court as well. Okay, so means in this way we can say that there is an integrated system of court in India. Second feature is there, that is appellate system. What does it mean? Another way to understand this feature is through the appellate system that still persists in our country. What does it mean? It means that a citizen has the right to appeal to a higher court if they feel that the judgment passed or given by the lower court is not justified. Okay, in our previous lecture I told you the case of Sudha Goyal also. When the parents of the Sudha Goyal were not satisfied with the judgment or the decision given by the district court, then they filed the case in the high court, and when they were not agree with the decision of high court also, then they filed this case in the Supreme Court. So this system is known as appellate system. Means if the person or citizen are not satisfied with the judgment given by the lower court, then they can approach in the higher court. Understood? Yes. Now different branches of our legal system. That there are two branches of our legal system. First one there, that is civil cases and criminal cases. Criminal cases means the cases which deals with conduct or acts that the law defines as offense. For example, theft, harassment of women, dowry system, murder. Okay, so all these are related to the criminal cases, and civil cases means deals with any harm or injury to the rights of individuals. For example, that the case related to the divorce, rent matter, or purchasing of goods, or related to the land dispute, all these cases come under civil cases. Okay. The second main difference, that all the criminal cases start or begins with the lodging an FIR. Lodging a FIR, first information report, in the police station, and after FIR the police starts its investigation. And but in a you can say civil cases, a petition has to be filed. Third difference, in criminal cases, if any person is found guilty, so the accused can be sent to jail or also fined. But in civil cases, the court can give the specific relief also. Okay. And how this specific relief is given, already we have discussed in our previous lecture. Okay, means suppose there is a rent matter, and at that time people is not able to pay, so the time period relaxations or some amount of some relaxation is given in the amount also. Okay. Now our next topic is there, does courts assess to everyone? Yes beta, according to our constitution everyone can approach to the court. Okay, but in reality it is not so. Okay, means according to the principle, every citizen of India has the right to assess, to go the court. Okay, it simply means that every person has the right to get the justice with the help of the court system. Okay, while the constitution states that everyone has access to courts. Okay, but what is reality? In reality, the poor people have always found it difficult to assess them. Okay, because they can't afford the high fee of the lawyer, and as we know that when any case is filed in the court, so in this there was a lot of paperwork. Okay, so that's why that poor people can't afford it. Okay, so means in reality poor people can't go or can't access to the court. So for that, what solution is given by our that court system? Supreme Court in 1980 mechanism was devised which was known as PIL, public interest litigation, so that a poor person have chance to get justice, okay, in the court. So what is this PIL? Actually that when it is it believes that the fundamental rights of a you can say large number of people are being violated. So in that situation, just writing a simple letter or telegram to address to the court is considered filing a case, and that is known as PIL. Okay, it allows any organization or individual to file a PIL in the Supreme Court or High Court on the behalf of people whose rights have been violated in the past. Understood about it? Yes. Next one is there that now we will have homework solution of our lecture 2. So students, in this way our chapter is completed, in which we have discussed the topic first, meaning of judiciary. Second is there, that is the role or function of judiciary. Third topic is judiciary independent, court structure of India, and the you can say branches of legal system of India. Does that courts assess to everyone? Okay, and what do you mean by PIL? So these were the main topics in this chapter. Okay, now we will have a discussion on homework solution of lecture 2. Why do you think that the introduction of public interest litigation PIL in the 1980 is a significant step in ensuring access to justice for all? Yes, means the Supreme Court in the early 1980s devised a mechanism of public interest litigation, which are known as PIL, to increase access to justice for the poor people. It allowed any individual or organization to file a PIL in the High Court or the Supreme Court on the behalf of those whose rights were being violated. Okay, and this legal procedure was greatly simplified, and even a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court could be treated as a PIL. Understood? Now next question. Second question, what is the structure of the judicial system of India? Yes, there are three different levels of court in our country. There are several courts at the lower level, while there is only one at the apex level. So the courts that most people interact with are, or what are called subordinate court, district court, tehsil court, means they are known as by different names. Okay, and they are usually at the district or tehsil level or in towns, and they hear many kinds of cases. Each state is divided into districts that are presided by a district judge. Each state has a high court, which is the highest court of that state. At the top, Supreme Court is located there, and which is located in New Delhi and presided over the Chief Justice of India. Yes friends, Chief Justice means that you can say who is the Chief Justice, the senior most judge of the Supreme Court, okay, is known as the Chief Justice, and the decision made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other courts on India. So this is the judicial structure of judicial system of India. Now question number 3, differentiate between civil law and criminal law. So already we have discussed about it, means the laws which conduct or acts that the law defines as offense, or for example theft, harassment of a woman to bring more or a murder, okay, and it usually starts or begins with FIR. If in these cases any person is found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail or also fined, okay, and the civil cases that it deals with the harm or injury to the rights of individual, dispute related to land, purchase of goods, rand matter, diverse cases, and in this type of cases a petition has to be filed, and the courts give the specific relief, okay, asked for. And for instance, in a case between a landlord and a tenant, the court can order the flat to be vacated or pending rent to be paid. Means no, you can say punishment is there in this type of cases, okay. Now our next question, what is appellate system? This means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just or justified. Understood? Means if any person is not agree with the judgment or decision given by the lower court, then they can appeal in the higher court. This system is known as appellate system. Okay, now our question 5. India has integrated judicial system. What does it mean? Explain. Yes, in India we have an integrated judicial system, meaning that the decision made by higher court are binding on the lower court. Another way to understand this integration is through the appellate system that exists in our country India. This means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just or justified. So understood? Yes beta. So these were the homework solution of lecture 2. Okay, so in this way our today's lecture is completed and chapter is also completed. Now we will meet in next day with next lecture. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.